What's going on? Rob Fish here for the latest segment of BikeBandit Garage. Join me as we do a quick little pre-ride checklist. Welcome back. Thanks always for joining me. So a pre-ride checklist, just a quick basic overview of the bike, of the machine, of the general mechanics of it. Again, nothing super intense, but let's take a look. So let's start with something basic and very obvious, your tires. Tires, perhaps the most important component of your motorcycle. Remember that all of your inputs, throttle application, braking, steering again, inputs, all that is transferred to the ground via your tires. So a critical component to that then is going to be tire pressure. Remember to check your owner's manual for proper settings, and you might have to, if you're carrying a passenger, make adjustments, especially to the rear tire. A quick glimpse at your tire is going to tell you if something is catastrophically wrong, because the back end of the bike will be totally sitting on a flat tire. But what you want to do periodically is take a peek around the entire tire and look for cuts, tears, screws, nails, staples, etc. Something that's going to potentially in the future cause a catastrophic fail. Just a quick little look is all it takes. When you're taking a look at the front tire, look for signs of uneven wear, cupping for instance. That obviously is going to be a low pressure situation. Give your handlebars and your control area just a quick overview. Again, very basic things. Make sure that your throttle can return to a full closed position under its own power and it doesn't bind up and that your grip hasn't moved or anything like that. Also, it's good to periodically lube your cables. One, it makes it a much more enjoyable ride because they take less effort to use, and also it'll minimize wear and tear. Make sure that your electrical items are working. Turn the bike on. Make sure high beam, low beam, turn signals, both brake lights from also your lever and your foot pedal. Give the horn a toot. Just a couple quick basics. One factor is of course that you then can see the road. Two, other motorists can see you and get a little bit better prediction of your future intentions. And hey, unavoided attention from law enforcement, that's just a bonus. Just saying. Give your vital fluids a quick once over. Rock the bike back and forth. Make sure you obviously have gasoline. Some bikes, of course, are going to have a gauge. Some people go off a trip odometer, etc. Gasoline makes it go. Engine oil keeps it going. And brake fluid, vital to bring everything to a slow and a stop. For bikes that operate on a chain drive system, take a look at that system and make sure that none of the links are actually bound up. Take a look at sag, and remember, proper chain maintenance is every 300 to 400 miles, of course, depends on terrain, if you're riding a street bike, a dirt bike, if you commute, and of course, where you live. Give a quick glimpse at your stand, side stand, center stand, whatever you want to call your kickstand. Give it a little love. Make sure and take a quick peek that none of the springs are cracked, missing, broken, etc. And if it's a little sticky, don't be afraid to give it a little love with some penetrating oil, etc. Don't use, in this situation, don't use a chain lube, of course, because chain lube gets tacky. Before you roll out on your ride, give your brakes a quick little once-over. We mentioned fluid earlier in the video, but now take a look at the motion actually of the armatures, of the brake pedal, and of the lever. Make sure that there's no notchiness in it, that it's uninhibited and it returns to its original position on its own power. Well, there you go. You've done your pre-ride checklist. The only thing to do, gear up and go ride.